both fighters to the center of the ring as we begin round number 4. Leon Spinks to the right, and Carlos De Leon, the 23-year-old Puerto Rican, now to his right.
You notice as soon as the round begins, De Leon keeps Spinks at a distance, uses his jab, and he dropped a good right hand. That's the instructions he gets from the corner. But 20 seconds after the round starts, he forgets all about it. Douglas Valiant, an ex-great lightweight, is in Carlos De Leon's corner, and he said, hit him in the body and then use that right hand.
See if he follows instructions through more than the first 30 seconds of round number 4. De Leon with a record, as we said, of 32-2-1. Oh, that's kind of a sloppy overhand right, wasn't it?
Yeah, very, very sloppy. That's because De Leon had him on the end of that jab. It just stopped him.
Spinks with a left up to the chin, but it was blocked. And they stay in the corner. Pretty good comp. Now Spinks with a good counter combination. Well, they're 3, 4, 5 punches landing, and then boom, the other guy comes right back with another combo.
As you said, Brian, this is a macho fight. I don't know why De Leon has to be so macho. Again, I'd like to see him in the center of the ring boxing.
You think his tactics have been in error thus far?
That's correct. He can snap that jab, drop those combinations, and then move out of there. You don't wait for the receipt.
Leon Spinks tries the left, followed by the right. We're midway through round number 4 from Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Right now, this is almost a carbon copy of the Burnett fight, which was a very, very hard fight to score. Spinks was the aggressor. He was throwing a lot of punches, and Burnett was pinpointing his shots.
That's Jesse Burnett, from whom Leon Spinks won the North American Boxing Federation Cruiserweight Championship. He was really funny when he was talking about whether he'd stay as a cruiserweight, because we said, you'll never go back to heavyweight. Boy, that huge grin. He said, well... Good left jab from De Leon. And there's a good overhand right from Carlos De Leon. Now Spinks takes a good left again.
Well, Spinks said when he gets hit, he gets mad. He's mad now because he's been hit.
Round 4 from Atlantic City, New Jersey. A good left hook by Carlos De Leon.
You know, Leon said, I'm not like my brother. He said, my brother can keep it all together. He gets hit a good punch. He doesn't lose his cool. He said, I know what I do. I get mad. I lose my cool.
How important is this fight for Leon Spinks, Gil?
This could be his life right here. If he loses this fight, he has to take a long look at his future.
Do you think he knows that?
Yes, I do.
Final 15 seconds of round number 4. We've gone through 4 of a scheduled 10 from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Carlos De Leon and Leon Spinks. Almost midway through the scheduled 10-rounder. Round number 5. Leon Spinks to the right, Carlos De Leon to the left.
There again, as soon as the round starts, De Leon comes out boxing. Every round he begins the same way, and then again he gets strapped into those exchanges on the ropes. But he does beautiful when he's out in the center of the ring and keeps Spinks at a distance.
Yeah, we've got a circumstance with these two men that some might question, and that is the fact that they are both managed by Carl King, Don King's son.
Well, it has happened in boxing before, Vern. I mean, you can't deny the fighter the opportunity. They're in a weight class where one of them is going to get a fight at the title, so you can't say, well, because they're managed by the same guy, they shouldn't fight. You can see that they're fighting hard. They're not worried about Carl King right now. He's not in either corner, so you just can't say that there's anything wrong with it.
This is round 5, and Leon Spinks has shown a tendency to tire in the later rounds of a fight.
You know, Vern, he looks like he's tired, but he has such great heart. I've seen him before where he's breathing, gasping for breath, and somehow he pulls it from somewhere, and he manages to come back.
Arthur Mercante breaks him apart.
Look at he's bouncing now.
They were looking at his left cheek in the corner between rounds. Problem?
Well, it could be, Lynn. It's not a problem, not a big problem right now. You have to worry about swelling to bump. A big punch by De Leon. He's nailing Spinks with some pretty good shots now. Again, when he gives himself a little room.
He's done superbly in the center of the ring. And not as well when they've gotten into the corner or on the ropes. De Leon has been the aggressor and has really had the better of it the last 3 rounds. Spinks missing.
Fighting very confidently, De Leon is right.
He's got a confident look in his eyes.
Yes, very, very confident.
Mercante is going to have to get in the middle and mix it up. This is round 5 of a scheduled 10-rounder. 1 minute remaining, and Spinks looks a little bushed.
And his right eye is beginning to close. Just got hit with another good left hook.
Good combination from De Leon, and now Spinks is bleeding at the mouth.
And De Leon is dancing.
See him duck the right then? Spinks came with the overhand right, and De Leon just moved his head back, just a fraction. Want to alert our stations along the line that there'll be a station break at the end of this round. 30 seconds remaining in round 5, and De Leon has had much the better of it in this 3-minute segment. Again, the scoring, 3 judges who score it on a round-by-round basis. And those judges are Richard Murray, Phil Newman, and Frank Brunette. We'll be back with more boxing from Atlantic City after this word from your local station.
Working on Leon Spinks now. He's bleeding from the nose. His right eye is starting to close. He's in trouble right now.
Are you surprised at the fight De Leon has put up?
Yes, I am. I didn't think that he had the physical strength that he does have. Appears to have in this fight.
Good-looking young man from Rio Pedras, Puerto Rico, Carlos De Leon. 2 losses in his career as we get underway with round number 6. Vern Lundquist and Gil Francie from Atlantic City on CBS.
It's going to take a big punch by Leon Spinks. Instead, it's the other way around for Spinks to get back in this fight. Anytime they're at a distance, he's at De Leon's mercy.
Good overhand right at the left of the body. He's putting his punches together so well. And now De Leon backs off, and here comes Spinks. Round number 6.
Leon will always come. He has the heart of a lion. But sometimes that just isn't enough, Vern. Have all the courage in the world, but if you don't have the ability, Leon looks like a guy that's aging right in front of our eyes.
He has had one of the most turbulent careers in recent boxing history. Winning the World Championship from Muhammad Ali in only his 8th fight, losing it 7 months later. Getting knocked out by Coetzee in the first round of a fight in Monte Carlo. Getting knocked out by Larry Holmes, and now losing currently to Carlos De Leon.
Well, that's in our opinion, Vern. We've seen stranger things happen in this business.
Isn't that the truth? We better leave ourselves an out. Round 6 from Atlantic City. Spinks at 29. Has really been inactive, but Carlos De Leon hasn't fought all that much in recent years.
Well, he took a long layoff. He had managerial problems, took a long layoff. But he's back now, and he sure looks good. Look at those beautiful combinations.
Last time he fought for the championship, and this is not a championship fight. He won the first round against S.T. Gordon, and then at one point, Gil, I think, took 28 consecutive punches from Gordon before he stopped the fight.
Yes, and that's against the bomber. He also has all the courage in the world.
Leon Spinks with a left that was kind of a slap. And De Leon again with a counterpunch off the ropes.
Going beautiful combinations. He's pinpointing his shots, body and head. He looks like a complete fighter in there today, Brian.
Doing a good job defensively, too, isn't he, Gil?
Yes, he is.
Dante breaks him up. Now, in Spinks' psyche, does the frustration begin to grow about now?
Yes, Leon is definitely getting frustrated, but all he knows is to keep coming forward and keep trying, and that's what Leon will do.
Want to alert our stations along the line. There'll be a station break coming up at the end of this round with 29 seconds remaining. Oh, good combination from De Leon again.
And Leon walking right after him again. You think he was the guy that landed the punches. You know, usually if a guy hits a guy a couple of good punches, he chases him. But you hit Leon, he's right back after you.
10 seconds remaining in round number 6. Cruiserweight battle scheduled for 10 between Leon Spinks and Carlos De Leon. We'll be back with more boxing from Atlantic City after this word from your local station.
All right, here's Arthur McCanty taking a good long look at Leon Spinks. And he's stopping the fight. It's all over. All over. The winner, Sugar De Leon, gave a great performance today.
Well, how about that? Carlos Sugar De Leon. Technical knockout. They stopped the fight at the end of round 6. And Carlos De Leon may have a rematch in mind with S.T. Gordon, I would think now.
Oh, it's a natural right now, Vern, but again, they stopped the fight in Leon Spinks' corner. I'm sure it wasn't Leon's decision to stop the fight. Probably wiser heads prevailed in the corner, because he'd go out there and he'd go out there and he'd keep trying until something happened. Either the referee would stop or he'd take 10. He never quit in the corner.
He was taking a real beating, wasn't he? Especially the last 3 rounds.
Leon was enjoying himself. He was doing anything he wanted with Spinks in there last 3 rounds of the fight.
There's a good look at 23-year-old Carlos De Leon. His father, Roberto De Leon, is here. His brother, Antonio De Leon, is here. And I'm listening to someone in the ring saying that he was bleeding in the mouth, and that was a problem for Leon Spinks. Del Williams is trainer in the corner with him. There's a look at Carlos De Leon. Eddie Mafu's his trainer is in there with him, or manager rather.
Well, you know what? I watched the De Leon getting ready for the S.D. Gordon fight. He looked like $1 million, and one punch changed it, but he showed me again that he really can fight.
Well, it was something to see here in Atlantic City as Carlos Sugar De Leon. Leon Spinks will be back here in Atlantic City in just a moment, but first, let's go back to our New York studios and Brent Musburger. All right, thank you, Brent. We're back here at ringside with the referee, Arthur Mercante. At the end of 6, why the decision to stop the fight?
His eye was totally closed. He was bleeding profusely from the mouth. He was gagging with his blood even during the course of the round. And then when I went to look at his eye, he just couldn't see at all, so there was no point letting it on. His eye was totally swollen. He was beatboxing with one eye.
Which eye? Was there any
The left eye, of course.
The left eye,
yeah, the left
was
eye.
there any disagreement at all from the...
No. He took it very, very well. As a matter of fact, he appeared to be quite pleased when I stopped it. He didn't say a word.
Arthur, let's go take a look here at the monitor and see if we can see. We've got the monitor right down here. Now, take a look, if you will, at De Leon. He really did control the fight the last 4 or 5 rounds.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He controlled the fight all the way. He did a superb job. The only thing I couldn't understand is why he stayed in the ropes so long, because he was far more effective when he was away from the ropes.
Once he got into the middle of the ring, the fight was his.
Yeah, and he does punch rather hard. He's a good, snappy, hard puncher, and he really worked on that eye, and Spinks, of course, was out of the fight at that particular time.
At what point did you begin to notice that the eye was getting to be a problem?
I noticed it just prior. I walked over to his corner, I believe. Which round was it out that it ended?
It ended after 6.
Yeah, after 6. It was at the end of the 5th round that I noticed his eye was swelling. Then it was totally closed when I went to look at it again. And that's why I stopped it.
Okay, Arthur. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. We're going to return here in Atlantic City in just a few moments. But first, let's go back to Brent Musburger in New York.